What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I got some breaking news, and I don't even know. We've already dropped so much news today. I probably won't even drop this video until tomorrow. But Stellantis cautious on turnaround time as it searches for a new CEO. I will put that up here for you. And yeah, not only is that, but I just had all three of my sources hit me up in like a 45-minute period. Evidently, John Elkann kind of went berserk on the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram executive staff on, hey, how long is it going to take for this to turn around for us? What do we have to do? And it's been said before, and it was said again on this call, there was one word that flips it all around. Hemi. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. Let's get into some of the stuff on this article here, and then we'll get back in. I'll talk a little bit about that call before we go. So they talk about guides for revenue growth, cash generation in 2025. They see mid-single digit adjusted EBIT margins this year. The burn through cash of 6 billion euros last year. I'm hearing that it's set 6.5 to 7 billion, and euros are not dollars. Okay, so like it's significant money. They're proposing about a 0.68 cent or 0.68 euro share dividend. But Stellantis gave a cautious outlook for 2025 after its annual results took a hit from a slump last year in its U.S. business that led to the ousting of Carlos Tavares as its CEO. I'm glad that they are now at least admitting that Carlos Tavares was fired and he didn't just decide to leave. The group expects a return to revenue growth and positive cash generation this year, along with steady margins, but it warned the improvement would not really materialize before the second part of the year, when more new models would hit the market, sending its shares down. Well, we really have the full benefit of all those new vehicles, much more in the second half than we do in the first half, CFO Doug Osterman told analysts. That's why the dynamic this year is going to be stronger and much more weighted towards the second half. Now, if I remember correctly, they said, hey, look, the fourth quarter is going to suck. We're mailing it in. We don't expect any wins. We expect to lose a ton of money, but we will turn it around immediately in before the end of the first quarter of 2025. And now they're saying, the first quarter sucks. The second quarter is going to suck. We're supposed to have the 6-pack Charger, which we don't even think is going to sell, available, and we're going to have more sales. I've said it before and I'll say it again, and it's why Elkann really lost his proverbial crap, I think. And not like he wasn't like on the phone call, but it was a terse, I guess is the word, right? It was a tense/terse phone call with American executives and staff, in that they got to turn it around now. They don't, at this current rate. And here's the thing, and I understand why they don't want to announce the Hemi right now. I understand it, because you're saying you won't sell any of this other crap. You might just have to, if you're already going to mail in the first 2 quarters, you might as well just take it as a loss. Fire sell that crap, right? Or have it out there as an additional option. Why not? If you're going to keep the Hurricane engine, do it. But if you're going to release a Ram with a Hemi engine, you got to announce it. Like, you got to announce it, I think, before the end of March. If you don't announce it before the end of March, even if it's not coming this year, right? even if it's coming, or if it's coming late this year, right? You still got to announce it. I think you have to announce it in March, and it could be one of those catalysts that changes the mindset of the consumers to be like, hey, they're getting back to common sense. I can invest in that company again if they're going to bring back the Hemi. If they care about the share price, which John Elkin, whose Exor company owns a big portion of Stellantis, they're losing their ass right now. The shares took a beating after this and the report that came out from last year's earnings. It's bad. If it continues, if it doesn't start to turn around, like in the first couple weeks of the second quarter, if there's not like serious indicators, I think we continue to see a slide through the second quarter. And even if you come out with these other models, I think the revenue loss could be so catastrophic for Stellantis. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but they could actually go bankrupt at their current cash burn rate. They could go bankrupt. And they have a word in their vocabulary that they could start using to change all of this. Hemi. Just say the word. You said it's not a bad word to say the end anymore. Just say it. Say that you are considering or announce a model. I mean, you announced the Ram 1500 REV, long range, whatever edition, and you canceled it later. I'm not saying announce a Hemi Ram and then don't come out with it, because you'd probably get crucified for that. But if you announce more than one model of a Hemi vehicle and one of them doesn't make it, but other ones do, I think that the fan base is probably more forgiving to you on that than not saying anything at all. You're losing customers to GM and Ford every single week because you don't have a V8 option. This is a no-brainer. You either fix it now and you have to do this announcement. Tim knows this, man. You're going to have to make this announcement in March at the latest, or it might be too late. And I hate to say it, but it's true. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I think, before I go, I think this is also why, we're seeing the temps being hired at Warren and Shap and some of these other places, and they're not hiring back actual employees. They're hiring these temps because they're hedging their bets. They don't know if they're going to make it. Think about that. They don't know if they're going to make it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And as always, stay petty, my friends.